Welcome back to the channel, Coolers. After months of transfer drama, Marcus Rashford is finally a Barcelona player, and he's already in Japan with the squad for pre-season. From tactical plans by Hansi Flick, Rashford's bond with Rooney Bargi, to Robert Lewandowski's first reaction, we've got everything you need to know about Rashford's dream move to Camp Nou. So smash that like button, subscribe for more Barca exclusives, and let's dive into all the latest developments from Japan. After months of speculation, Marcus Rashford is finally a Barcelona player and is currently in Japan with the rest of the players for the pre-season. One would expect Rashford to participate in the upcoming friendly against Vissel Kobe on Sunday, where Hansi Flick will get the first glimpse of the Englishman's talents. Rashford comes on the back of an impressive reputation, especially for his tactical flexibility, as he can operate anywhere across the final third. Where will Rashford play at Barcelona? A recent report Diario Sport has offered detailed insights into the tactical options Hansi Flick has at his disposal following the arrival of Rashford. It is no secret that Rashford's preferred role is as a left winger, cutting in from the flank onto his stronger right foot. It's a position that not only suits his profile but also aligns with Barcelona's long-standing objective to reinforce the left wing. Before landing Rashford, Barca had explored the signings of Nico Williams and Luis Diaz for that exact role, though neither of the pursuits actually worked out. With Lamine Yamal firmly established on the right and Robert Lewandowski still the first-choice striker, Rashford could become the missing piece in Flick's preferred front three. His arrival also offers Flick the flexibility to rotate Raphinha or move him to more central positions, a tactical option the German coach is reportedly exploring in his second season. More than just a winger. However, Rashford's usefulness isn't just restricted to the flanks. The Englishman has played no less than 160 games operating as a center-forward as well. That means he can also operate as an alternative for Robert Lewandowski in the number 9 position. Rashford has also featured on the right wing 51 games, and more rarely as a second striker or attacking midfielder. His 138 goals in 426 games for Manchester United suggest the Englishman can be an asset not only in terms of tactical flexibility but also productivity in the final third. Two members of the summer recruitment list at La Liga champions Barcelona have struck up a strong bond away from the pitch. That's according to Diario Sport, who point towards Rooney Bargi and Marcus Rashford as the pair in question. Attackers Bargi and Rashford have of course both put pen to paper on terms at the Camp Nou this summer. The former's arrival came in the form of a permanent one, whilst the more experienced Rashford has joined on a season-long loan from Manchester United. Both players have since gone on to make use of a hotel on the outskirts of Barcelona, whilst searching for a more permanent residence. And owing to as much, Rashford and Bargi have quickly struck up something of a bond. As per a report from Sport, Marcus Rashford experienced a similar situation after recently joining the club, staying in a hotel, and it was precisely in this environment where he forged a great relationship with the Swede. FC Barcelona arrived in Japan in the early morning hours of Saturday, following some chaos surrounding their travel plans due to problems between the club and the match promoters. Having arrived in Kobe, the Blaugrana players trained ahead of tomorrow's friendly match against Vissel Kobe, their first of the tour before they traveled to South Korea. No Marc Bernal. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has taken a squad of 30 players on the trip to Asia for the pre-season friendlies. However, of those 30, young midfielder Marc Bernal will not be available for Sunday's match against Vissel Kobe, reports RAC1. The 18-year-old starlet has only recently worked his way back to fitness after spending almost a year out due to an ACL injury. As such, he is deemed to be still not fully fit and ready to return for the game against Vissel Kobe tomorrow, with Barcelona planning to ease him back into action and not take any risks with him. Bernal was one of the revelations of the pre-season last summer for Barcelona, on the back of which he became a starter for Hansi Flick in the first 3 games of the 2024-25 season before getting injured. The La Masia prodigy will hope to recover that level again and work his way back into the starting lineup, although competition will be stiff with Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Gavi, and Marc Casado all vying for a berth. Barcelona's Robert Lewandowski makes Marcus Rashford feelings clear after Man United transfer. Marcus Rashford has completed his loan move to Catalan giants Barcelona from Manchester United. Barcelona striker Robert Lewandowski has spoken out for the first time about Marcus Rashford's loan move from Manchester United to Camp Nou, and he sounds optimistic about the new arrival. Rashford, 27, recently completed a season-long loan switch to Barcelona, with the club also covering his full wages, a move that's expected to save United around £12 million this year. Barça even have the option to make the deal permanent next summer. Interestingly, Rashford's journey to Catalonia came after a rocky few months. United delayed his return to training and took away his number 10 shirt. But after a short spell at Aston Villa, he finally got his wish to play Champions League football again, this time under Hansi Flick. Speaking ahead of Barca's pre-season tour of Asia, Lewandowski praised Rashford, calling him a very talented player. The Polish forward, who faced Rashford during a Europa League clash 2 years ago, where United narrowly knocked Barcelona out, said he's confident Rashford can help the team, especially given his versatility in attack. In short, Lewandowski believes Rashford is a strong addition who can make a real impact this season. Barcelona striker Robert Lewandowski has shared his thoughts on the club's latest signing, Marcus Rashford, praising the Englishman's versatility and talent. Reflecting on past encounters, Lewandowski recalled how impressive Rashford was when Manchester United knocked Barcelona out of the Europa League 2 years ago. He was in great form back then, the Polish forward said, adding, "He's definitely a player who can help us. His ability to play in multiple attacking roles gives us more options going forward." Rashford, who recently completed a season-long loan move to Barcelona, had been searching for a fresh start after Aston Villa opted not to sign him permanently. Although his goal tally last season was modest, just 6 goals in the Premier League, his performances showed signs of resurgence. That brief return to form was enough to earn him a surprise recall to the England squad under Thomas Tuchel earlier this year. For Rashford, the move to Camp Nou represents not only a new challenge but a return to the Champions League stage, something he had been craving. Now under Hansi Flick's management, and alongside stars like Lewandowski, the 27-year-old will be hoping to revive his career at the very top level. In pursuit of a move to Barcelona this summer, Rashford sought counsel from the AC Talent Agency, known for its roster of Spanish clients. The Catalans have been strongly linked with Rashford, and a switch to La Liga has put an end to his late afternoon solo training sessions at Carrington. La Liga champions have agreed on the terms of a deal to add to the club's midfield ranks at reserve level. That's according to journalist Ruben Martinez of Marca, who points towards Roger Martinez as the player bound for the Blaugrana. Martinez, for his part, is a 21-year-old midfielder who generally operates in an orthodox berth in the middle of the park, but is also capable of taking to the pitch in a more advanced role. The Spanish youth international has spent the last 7 seasons plying his trade on the books of Espanyol. As alluded to above, though, this week, Martinez has made the call to cross the Catalan divide, to link up with Barcelona. After allowing his Espanyol contract to expire last month, the youngster has agreed on the terms of a deal with the Pericos' arch-rivals. As per a report from the aforementioned Ruben Martinez, Roger Martinez will sign for Barca Athletic. The midfielder, after 7 years in the Perico Youth Academy, left Espanyol a few weeks ago. FC Barcelona arrived in Japan in the early morning hours of Saturday, following some chaos surrounding their travel plans due to problems between the club and the match promoters. Having arrived in Kobe, the Blaugrana players trained ahead of tomorrow's friendly match against Vissel Kobe, their first of the tour before they travel to South Korea. No Marc Bernal. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has taken a squad of 30 players on the trip to Asia for the pre-season friendlies. However, of those 30, young midfielder Marc Bernal will not be available for Sunday's match against Vissel Kobe, reports RAC1. As such, he is deemed to be still not fully fit and ready to return for the game against Vissel Kobe tomorrow, with Barcelona planning to ease him back into action and not take any risks with him. Bernal was one of the revelations of the pre-season last summer for Barcelona, on the back of which he became a starter for Hansi Flick in the first 3 games of the 2024-25 season before getting injured. The La Masia prodigy will hope to recover that level again and work his way back into the starting lineup, although competition will be stiff with Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, Gavi, and Marc Casado all vying for a berth. Barcelona head coach Hansi Flick on Saturday conveyed a message of concern to club president Joan Laporta. That's according to Diario Sport, who have provided an insight into the situation. Flick and his Barcelona squad are fresh off touching down in Japan, for the first leg of the club's pre-season tour of Asia. Safe to say, however, that the process has not exactly gone according to plan to date. Barca actually made the call to cancel their trip to Kobe earlier this week, owing to a breach of contract on the part of the tour's organizers. This meant that, upon a solution being found between the parties, the Blaugrana's flight was delayed by a full 24 hours. As much as left Hansi Flick and his coaching staff with a full day's less time to prepare for Sunday's friendly fixture against Vissel Kobe. And the significance of this situation has not been at all overlooked on the part of Barcelona's headmaster. As per a report from Sport, Hansi Flick had a brief chat with Joan Laporta on Saturday, during which the FC Barcelona coach was seen serious and with gestures of concern. The German is a man who likes things to be carried out in a controlled and timely manner, and therefore made clear to Laporta his unhappiness with developments over the last 48 hours. So, Rashford's arrival is already shaking things up, from giving Flick more attacking options to forming new bonds with teammates off the pitch. With the friendly against Vissel Kobe just around the corner, all eyes will be on how the Englishman performs in Barca colors. What position do you think Rashford should play at Barcelona? Left wing, striker, or somewhere else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of Barca madness. Visca Barca.